Alrighty guys, welcome back to another episode of Post-Workout Nutrition with Officer Ben. It is hot as dickens out here, and I didn't even run. No running today. I ran yesterday, and that was a really poor decision on my part. The heat index was over 100 degrees. Same thing that we got going on today with like 90% humidity. It's just hot as balls out here. Yesterday, I made the brilliant decision to run 3 miles, and every half mile, I stopped and did 20 push-ups. That's what, 6 times 20? That's the amount of push-ups that I did. It's not that many push-ups, but it massacred me. My heart rate was going crazy. Normally when I'm running through miles, my heart rate maxes out like 160. 155 to 160 is where my heart rate normally sits when I'm on a 3-mile run. Yesterday I got my heart rate up to I think 183, and I'm not 25 years old anymore. That's a really fast beating heart. So today I decided not to do that. No cardio today. The only cardio I'm doing is going to be, well, the only cardio I did was kind of my like lifting weights fast. That's kind of the workout trend that I'm on right now. Every minute on the minute for an hour, alternating body parts. So minute 1 was bench, minute 2 was pull-ups. Did that for 5 rounds or 10 minutes. And then I went and did incline press and bent over rows. And then I did some arms. I did curls and triceps, and then I did some burpees and farmer's carries to finish off the workout. So that was my cardio for the day. But since I did a workout, I get to have dessert. The dessert for today is the one that last week I complained I wasn't able to get. That is this beautiful cinnamon roll from Hilliard Station Baking. Sorry, it's so hot that my GoPro keeps wanting to turn off. I remember last week I went and had cupcakes because they were sold out of the cinnamon rolls. Well, I got there at like 9:30 this morning and made sure I could get a cinnamon roll. I actually got a 4-pack for the family, and then I got 1 for myself. Sorry, I'm sweaty. Just finished my workout and I'm still sweating pretty bad. I did bring a towel this time. So I also have a napkin, built-in napkin. So anyway, Hilliard Station Baking cinnamon rolls. I have shared their information on my Facebook many times, and I have said that they are the best cinnamon rolls that you can get in Central Ohio. I'll stand by that statement. One of the other neat things about it is if you go and you buy them in person, like today, they iced the cinnamon rolls when they were still really hot, so the icing like really soaked in to the cinnamon roll. And they offered to put fresh icing on them when we picked them up. So you know what? I'll do another, just like last week. I'm gonna take a picture with my phone and it will magically appear in the video. I don't know if that's a good enough picture. The sun is kind of glaring off my phone a little bit, but they did put some fresh icing on it for me, but then I left it in my truck when I was at the gym. I did put it in like my lunchbox cooler, but it's still, I mean, it's not too hot. It would have been nice. I should have left it outside of the cooler and warm it up real good. But regardless of the fact, this cinnamon roll, trying to think, I think most people, when they talk about the best cinnamon roll that you can buy, they're going to talk about like Cinnabon. It's like the best commercial cinnamon roll available. I'd say, oh God, this is good. These are better than Cinnabon. They're soft. There's like a certain amount of like yeastiness in the dough. So here's one image of it. There's the top. Look at the bottom of this thing. And I think what they do is they take the ones from the end. This is from the end of the roll. You know, it's like oddly shaped, and they put them in these single containers. Look, it's leaking. It's leaking out the bottom. I don't know. These are just amazing. I'm gonna try to figure out how to eat this for you guys so I can judge it. This is way more dense than even like 2 donuts. The amount, I think that's like the technical term, the mouthfeel. The mouthfeel is amazing. The dough is super, super chewy. I know this microphone picks up my chewing. I should apologize, but I won't. So the dough itself, super chewy, super moist. There's an inherent sweetness in the dough itself. as well as look at the amount of cinnamon in this bad boy. All right, there's only one way. I can't see my mustache from here. These things, and there's like a certain level, at least the best cinnamon rolls I've ever had, there's like a certain level of they're just not quite cooked all the way like you would a bread. And that's what this has. It is absolutely getting destroyed in my hand. This has to be the most disgusting looking thing I've ever eaten on camera. This is so messy. Usually I eat these with a fork. Oh, this is glorious. Man. So I don't know how many of these they make when they make cinnamon rolls, because we got there kind of early and they didn't have very many left. They probably had 2 dozen. So if you want to try these, you have to get there early. But as far as like commercially available, here, I gotta wash my hands. As far as like commercially available cinnamon rolls, you can't beat these in Central Ohio. There's few places that I could say could beat that cinnamon roll. That cinnamon roll is a perfect 10 out of 10. The icing on it is perfect. It's not like a cream cheese icing. A lot of people use cream cheese icing on their cinnamon rolls. It's just a regular white icing. But it's so good. It melts like the appropriate amount of meltiness. It's not too sweet. It flavors the cinnamon roll. The cinnamon roll has a ton of that like buttery cinnamon sugar on the inside. It's gooey, it's sticky, it's chewy. It does all of the things that a cinnamon roll is supposed to do. Oh, one of the best cinnamon rolls I've ever had. They're just so good. I can't say it enough. I don't think you can beat that cinnamon roll anywhere. You might be able to match that cinnamon roll, but that thing is pretty much perfect for what it is. Maybe the only thing that could make it better is if it was bigger, held its shape a little bit more. There's some, I'll say that the ones I grew up on down in Sugar Creek, they held their form really well and they were square, and the dough was drier and harder on the outside but somehow still chewy on the inside. So that was different, but I would have to compare them side by side. As far as a cinnamon roll goes, you know, you want that decadence, the sweetness, the chewiness, all the cinnamon. You can't beat it. So Hilliard Station Baking Company, pretty sure I got the name right. What they do, oh, here's what I'll say. Go follow them on Facebook. I think they have an Instagram. I know they have an Instagram too, but they seem to be more active on Facebook. Either that or Instagram just isn't funneling me to their stuff. But yeah, follow them on Facebook, probably on Instagram. And what they do is they post when they're gonna have cinnamon rolls. So if you see that they're gonna have cinnamon rolls soon, you have to get up early in the morning and head down there. Because, I don't know, they don't make a whole lot when they do these. Probably just because, you know, for cupcakes, you just put them in all the little cupcake tins, you pull all the cupcakes out, ice them. For cinnamon rolls, you gotta make the dough, you gotta proof the dough, you gotta roll it out, and then put the stuff in, roll it all up, cut it up. I mean, it's a much more labor intensive process. It's not really what they do, but they're very good at it. I don't know, I feel like I'm starting to ramble. I'll just go ahead and say once and for all that the cinnamon rolls at Hilliard Station Baking Company are the absolute best cinnamon rolls that you can get in Central Ohio, and I would put them up against any cinnamon roll anywhere. Fantastic cinnamon rolls. Thanks for making them, guys. Thanks for having some today. It was a pleasure meeting you. Thanks for doing the extra touch of putting some fresh icing on them when I picked them up. Everything about the experience is just awesome. They even play good music when you're in there. It was like a Sammy Davis Jr. song when we walked in today. So great people in Hilliard, at the Hilliard Station Baking Company. I'm out of here.